Let's go Falcons! Hey yo, batter up, let the ball begin. Solano Falcons, bound to show you how you win. Cause this is our year, man, forget the past. We're taking over right now with our pitching staff. Yo, it's game time, so let the games begin. So run on the field and we gain in a win. Hey yo, it's game time, don't you hear the people chant? Cause this is our house, make way for the champ, it's game time.
Good afternoon and welcome to Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium in Fairfield, California, home of your Solano Falcons. Now they'll be hosting the Contra Costa Comets this afternoon. For Solano College Sports Network, I'm Stephen Babb, and joining me on the call today is Nate McKay. Now, Nate, Contra Costa has had some struggles as of late. What are you looking for today from the Comets?
Well, Stephen, talking about struggles, they are coming off a 19-5 loss against the Los Medanos Mustangs, where at one point allowed 7 runs in the 5th inning alone. Their pitching has been a problem this season with all pitchers on the roster, giving the team an 11.66 ERA this season, which is the highest in the state of California. If Solano can swing the bat early, they should be able to walk away today with a win.
Now, in Solano's last series against Laney, they took 2 of 3, losing their 1 home game here in Fairfield. Now, the Falcons also have had their struggles at the plate this season, so look for them to try and fix that today against the Comets. Solano pitching has had a little trouble with giving up runs early, and on the mound today is Alex Clouthier. In 5 starts, he is 2-2 with a 4.23 ERA, and the Falcons are looking for Alex to get off to a fast start. Now, the starting lineup for the Comets: batting first, Darius Foster is playing out in center field. Then we've got Andrew Shaw at shortstop. Ben Jumbluth is behind the dish. Brian Perez batting cleanup at second base. Lucas Abbas is over at third. Michael Jamison in left field. Ike Brown at first. Joe Price will be the DH for Contra Costa today, and Hadari Wadley out in right field. Now, the starting lineup for your Solano Falcons.
Alex Lepard, freshman, Armijo High School.
Nick Roach, freshman, Willswood High School.
Isaiah Brett, sophomore, Armijo High School.
Bryce Probolinsky, sophomore, Liberty High School.
Kyle Krebs, sophomore, Carson High School.
Cameron Michael, sophomore, Justin Siena High School.
Hey. Nick Dodson, sophomore, Justin Siena High School.
Hey, I'm Brandon Herder, freshman, Napa High School.
Eddie Vokes, freshman, North Valleys High School.
Alex Clouthier, sophomore, Mountain Vista High School.
Welcome back to this very sunny, partly cloudy, and extremely windy day in Fairfield, California. Now, leading off for the Comets will be Darius Foster. So, what do you think is going to be important for Solano here in the first inning? You know, is trying to get off at the top of the inning for some good pitching and trying to get these Comet hitters out quick?
Yeah, you know, for the Comets on the season, you know, just batting 170 is really low, in my opinion, compared to Solano's 212 batting average on the year. So, really, if you're able to have great pitching throughout the first couple of innings and make sure that when it's your time to bat, you swing early, then, again, you should be able to walk away with the win. And, you know, starting off with Darius Foster, he bats 196 on the season. So let's see what he will do to lead off the Comets here today.
Yeah, and as we mentioned in the pregame, it's important for Solano to get off to a quick start here on the mound, and looking to Alex Clouthier to do that for the Falcons. It's the first pitch of the game, swing on and miss by Foster.
Yeah, great pitch by Clouthier right there to get it nice inside and start out the game with an 0-1 count.
This is one of the windier days I've seen out here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium, as the second pitch comes in. Nice breaking pitch, started high, came in low. Strike 2.
So a good 0-2 count right here for Clouthier. So now Foster's going to have to get ready for this 0-2 pitch coming up.
And a 3-pitch strikeout for Clothier. That'll bring up Andrew Shaw.
Batting second to shortstop.
Playing shortstop.
Andrew Shaw.
Shaw is hitting 250 on the year so far, so one of the bright spots at the plate for the Comets.
Yeah, and the sophomore with 13 hits on the year as well.
And that pitch, belt high outside corner for a call, strike one.
Yeah, so Shaw takes that pitch on the outside corner. Now he probably knows what Clothier is going to come.
And that one is high, getting Shaw swinging for strike two. Yeah, these outfielders today are really going to have their work cut out for them. Not only is it sunny, but as I mentioned, this wind is coming in gusts. As that pitch misses low and outside. 1-2 is the count.
Yeah, the wind is definitely going to play a factor later into this game if it continues to keep up.
Yeah, it usually gets a little stronger as the day goes on here in Fairfield. And that one is swung on and strike three. So 2 quick Ks here for Alex.
Now batting the catcher, Ben Jungbluth.
That'll bring up the catcher batting third, Ben Jumbluth. Jumbluth hitting 217. Big body in there in the box for Contra Costa. First pitch is in there on the corner for a call, strike one. That's 7 strikes to 1 ball here for Clothier. This is exactly the start the Falcons wanted to see here today.
Yeah, most definitely.
High and a little outside, 1-1.
And so Clothier with already 2 strikeouts in the game gives them 14 strikeouts on the year.
And that is in there, swung and a miss. 1-2 now to Jumbluth. And the pitch from Alex, breaking ball, just missing outside to even up the count, 2-2.
Yeah, really with Jumbluth, he's really taking these pitches really slowly, not taking much of an aggressive batter's approach to it.
And that is hit deep into right center, but there for the catch is Isaiah Verrett. Great play out there in right center field. So that's going to do it. 3 up, 3 down here. Solano coming up, Pepard, Roche, and Verrett.
Hi, I'm Alex Collier. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Leading off the game here for the Falcons is Alex Pepard playing shortstop today. Alex is hitting an impressive 305 for Solano.
Yeah, Pepard hitting an impressive 305, like you said. The freshman has definitely been, a really good player for Solano already early on in the season with 18 games in.
And the righty has the lone home run for the Falcons on the year so far. The first pitch from Connor Rudy on the bump for the Comets is in there for called strike one. Next pitch from Connor in there again, called strike two. So a quick 0-2 count to Papard.
Yeah, and 2 quick inside pitches from the Comets already, so Papard's going to have his work cut out for him in this next pitch.
And that misses inside. 1-2 is the count. Yeah, so Solano in the top of the first got off to that quick start we were talking about. 3 up, 3 down inning. And that is hit back up the middle, but second baseman Brian Perez is there. Throw over to first and is in time. 1 out now. That'll bring up left fielder Nick Roche.
Now batting, Nick Roche.
Nick's batting 196. Looking to see if he can improve on that here today.
Yeah, another freshman up here for Solano. Back-to-back freshmen, so let's see what Rocha is going to do on this first pitch as he bunts.
And he's squaring around for a bunt, fouled back. 0-1. The infield playing fairly deep at the corners for Contra Costa. Bunt might not be a bad idea here. Good strategy. And that misses low and outside to even up the count. 1-1. Rudy looking at the signs, delivers, and that, ooh, high and inside. 2-1.
Yeah, very high pitch from Connor Rudy on that third pitch, so Rocha's doing a good job of having a good eye on this bat.
And that is hit sharply to the shortstop, grounds it, fields it cleanly, throw over to first in time. Out number 2.
Yeah, that was a very almost close call, but a good throw from Andrew Shaw to beat the runner.
Now up Isaiah Verrett, who ended the top of the first with a great play out there in center field. Isaiah, returning sophomore. Isaiah hitting 250. Low and inside.
Yeah, with that 250 batting average, he leads the team in RBIs with 11 on the season, with go along with 16 hits as well.
That misses high and inside. 2-0. Yeah, Rudy's got a 10.74 ERA, but he's off to a quick start here. 2 ground outs. And that pitch is in there. 2-1. See if Isaiah can keep the inning going. And that low and inside.
Yes, with a 3-1 count, Red has looking really good at bat right here, having a good eye and making sure he gets the pitch that he wants from Connor Rudy.
And that is fouled straight back. Count's now full to Verrett. On deck is sophomore Bryce Priblinski.
Crucial pitch right here from Connor Rudy.
And that is hit sharply to third base. Oh, and bobbled. And not going to be able to field it and throw over in time. So Isaiah on. That'll bring up Bryce Priblinski.
Bryce Priblinski.
Sophomore is hitting 234. So the Falcons are able to keep this inning alive. Like, don't call that a hot corner for no reason over there at third.
Yeah, no kidding. And Lucas Abbas for the Comets just, it looks like he was going to get his glove on that one, but just popped out at the last second, which failed to get over to first.
That ball misses 1-0. Isaiah's got some speed over there at first, so it'll be good for Rudy to try to maybe keep an eye on him. And that is hit sharply into left field, going back, and off the wall. Michael Jameson not able to get there in time. Coming around to score is Isaiah Verrett, and he doesn't make it. Thrown out at the plate to end the inning. Unfortunate break there for the Falcons, but some nice aggressive base running. Now the Comets to start the second inning, it will be Brian Perez, Lucas Abbas, and Michael Jameson.
Hey, I'm Isaiah Verrett. Thanks for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Brian Perez, the second baseman for Contra Costa, to lead off the second inning here. And first pitch from Clothier is in there, strike one.
Yeah, Clothier is getting back where he started in the first inning with some great pitching, and he's doing well already here in this first.
And that is hit sharply up the middle. What a great piece of hitting there by Brian Perez with a leadoff single.
Now batting the third baseman, Lucas Abbas.
Lucas Abbas now, third baseman for the Comets, up.
Yeah, Lucas in that bottom of the first inning just couldn't get his glove on. A throw over to first, which cost the Comets a hit.
Abbas hitting .219 for Contra Costa. The pitch from Clothier. Checks over to first. Perez back in time. Clothier looks in for the signs and delivers, and that is low in the dirt. Great block there by Eddie Vokesby on the dish. 1-1 is the count. Excuse me, 0-2 is the count. And that is hit just foul down the third baseline.
Yeah, Lucas Abbas for the Comets is batting .219 on the year and has a lone double for his stats already, and then along with just 7 hits on the year. So he's got a runner on first, so it would be interesting to see if he can get a hit.
If I can get this count right, it's 1-1 to Perez as that pitch misses high. 2-1 now. It's a good thing this is in pencil here in the scorebook, huh?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to use a pen. Unless you have an erasable pen, but it's hard to find those unless you go on Amazon to find them.
Checking the runner. Delivers in there for a strike.
So with a 3-1 count to Abbas for the Comets, Solano's on the verge of having 2 men on base. That's the last thing they want here in the top of the second inning.
A pitch from Alex. And that is hit sharply up the middle. Fielded but bobbled by Papard. The play at second, not in time. The runner is safe and out.
Yeah, they looked like it ruled him out.
Now
But
batting the
nonetheless,
left fielder,
Alex Apart, I think he
Michael
caught a break right there
Jameson.
as, fumbling that ball in his glove, really could have almost cost Solano 2 runners on base here, and that would have been the last thing they wanted.
Well, able to get the lead runner out. That'll bring up Michael Jameson, the left fielder. Made a great play to end the first inning. And the pitch and hit sharply deep into center field. Verrett going back, and at the wall catches it for an out. That'll keep Abbas at first. Another great play out there in center field from Isaiah Verrett.
Batting the first baseman, Ike Brown.
Up now, first baseman Ike Brown. Ike looking to get something going at the plate for Contra Costa. 1 on and 2 out. And that is fouled back.
Yeah, Ike Brown only has 1 hit on 51 at-bats this season, so he really struggles so far hitting.
Clearly they're looking in, getting the signs from Vokes. And the pitch. Low and inside to even up the count. 1-1.
Yeah, .028 batting average for Ike Brown, so it should be really interesting to see how Clouthier plays this at-bat.
And that is inside. 2-1. We are scoreless so far early on in this game. 2 outs. Clouthier looking to get the 3rd out here. And the pitch misses just a little low and inside. So 3-1 now to Ike Brown. Seeing if he can maybe work a walk or put the ball in play here for Contra Costa to keep this inning alive. And that is hit and dribbled down the left field line. Counts full now. Abbas over at first will definitely be on the move. Any contact.
Yeah, Clouthier with a chance to get his 3rd strikeout on the day, so he has the perfect opportunity here.
Wind's starting to pick up again. And checking over at first, and Abbas back in time.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if Abbas runs on this one with a 3-2 count with 2 outs in the inning.
And running is Abbas, but strike 3. That'll be the 3rd strikeout now for Clouthier. Coming up in the bottom of the 2nd will be Kyle Krebs, Cameron Michael, and Nick Dodson.
Hi, this is Kyle Krebs, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Now to end the bottom half of the 1st inning, Bryce Perblinski hit a shot out to left field, and the speedy Isaiah Verrett tried to come around to score, but was unable to do so. We've got a replay here for you. It's the third out to end that inning, and just not able to get over that tag was Verrett to end the bottom of the first. Here in the second, Kyle Krebs to lead it off for the Falcons. That first pitch is in there. Strike one. Sophomore Krebs hitting .224 for Solano. And that is hit sharply into right center, and not that sharp. Krebs is on with a leadoff single. It's a little hard from this vantage point on contact just to see how far out it's going.
Yeah, just a bit, but a great piece of hitting right there from Kyle Krebs to get the inning started off for Solano.
That'll bring up the DH Cameron Michael. Cam's hitting .250. So 1 on and no outs as Cam scores around a bunt. It makes contact but foul.
Yeah, is Michael on the season batting .250 with 12 walks as well, so he can definitely get on base with a good eye.
Seen Krebs last year. He's got a little bit of speed over there at first. Scoring around a bunt again. Oh, and that is another foul in on the hands to Michael. So the count's 0-2 now. Michael looks into Stover for the signs.
Yeah, he's failed at the last 2 bunt attempts, so it'd be interesting to see if we see a third bunt attempt or he decides to change it up.
He'll be swinging away here. And that is foul down the left field line. So he'll stay alive. Keeping the count at 0-2. A pitch from Rudy, and he checks over at Krebs at first. Gets back in time.
And as you were saying earlier, Krebs can definitely have the good base running to actually get a steal right here.
And that breaking ball is in there for a call strike 3. Great pitching there by Connor Rudy. Up now is second baseman, sophomore Nick Dodson. So we got one on and 1 away for Dodson. Batting .222 on the year. And Dodson scoring around a bunt, but that pitch outside, ball 1. Rudy checking it first and delivers lone inside. 2-0.
Yeah, and so, having a 10, giving up 10 in his ERA, Connor Rudy has had, a solid 2 innings in my opinion, as, we're seeing a little bit of good pitching as we see him throw over to first to check that runner.
Yeah, Krebs back easily. Seen Dotson play a little short, little third base last year, playing second here today. That pitch misses, so 3-0 to Nick. And that pitch in there. Dotson taking all the way. So 3-1 now.
Yeah, Dotson is definitely being patient at this at-bat.
Rudy looks Krebs back over at first. And the pitch. And Dotson able to work a walk as that pitch misses low. So 2 on, 1 away. For right fielder Brandon Herder. I'd say I'm kind of a fan of Herder's walk-up music here. Herder's only batting 125. He's got a good opportunity here with 2 on. Get something going for Solano.
Yeah, with that music, he wants to know the pitcher that he means business.
Scoring around a bunt, and it's a good bunt right in front of home. And everybody is safe. Looked like Connor Rudy was going to try to field it, but didn't quite get down there. Junebluth picks it up, but everybody is safe. So 3 on and 1 out as we come to the ninth hitter, Eddie Vokes. So a great bunt there by Brandon Herder.
Yeah, you know, just miscommunication as well from Connor Rudy and Ben Jungbluth, as it really just seemed like Jungbluth was, you know, not really wanting to actually field that ball.
And that is hit back up the middle past Rudy. Flip over to second and over to first for a nice 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. So Solano able to get some runners on the bases, but not able to get anybody into score. So coming up in the top of the third will be Price, Wadley, and Foster.
Hi, this is Nick Dodson. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
So for Solano, Clothier with 3 strikeouts as we get ready to start off the top of the third inning here. And for the Comets will be designated hitter Joe Price. First pitch from Alex, and that is hit over to third base, but bobbled by Priblinski, and he throws it over in time to first for the out. Great big league hang with him there by Bryce Priblinski.
Now batting the right fielder.
Yeah, good job from Bryce to regain control of that bobbled grab from him and able to throw it out to first to get the first down of the inning.
That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, right fielder, Hidari Wadley. That pitch misses low and inside. Clothier looks in, gets set to deliver, and that is low and inside as well. 2-0.
So with the 2-0 count right now coming from Adhari at this next pitch. See what Clothier does to change it up.
And he stays inside. 3-0. Wadley batting a C note.
Yeah, Adhari, the freshman, with the 3-0 count, so has a chance to get on, here on base with a walk if Clothier keeps up the low pitches.
And that is at the knees, inside corner. 3-1 now to Hidari. Comets looking to get some runners on early here in the top of the third as we remain scoreless. That is fouled straight up and back out of play. Vokes giving chase, but unable to make a play on that one. Gotta say both pitchers have been pitching well here through the first two. Comets able to get out of a bases loaded situation to end the second.
Yeah, and that was a great double play, set up by Andrew Shaw to get it started.
And a swing and a miss. One away now.
Now batting the center fielder.
That'll bring up back at the top of the order Darius Foster, who also went down swinging in the first inning. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 away.
Yeah, and Clothier with his 4th strikeout on the day, so we're seeing some great pitching from Alex Clothier already here today from Solano College.
Foster scores around a bunt down the first baseline. Good bunt, but over to field it is Clothier. So that'll end the top of the third inning. Due up for the Falcons will be Pepard, Roche, and Verrett.
Hi, I'm Alex Pepard, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Alex Pepard here, who grounded out to second in his first at bat. Solano was able to get some base runners on, but not able to get any around in for runs. First pitch to Pepard, swung on and hit into center field for a leadoff single. Good piece of hitting there by Alex. That'll bring up Nick Roach.
Now batting Nick Roach.
Nick grounded out to the shortstop Shaw in the first inning.
Yes, Nick Roach here comes up with 1 on with no out. Be a great situation if they're able to get 2 men on.
Scoring around a bunt and foul. Both teams implementing some bunt strategy here, which I enjoy seeing because that seems to have left the major leagues. I like small ball.
Yeah, definitely, keep it smart, get the right pitch you want as well.
And that is up and just out of the glove of Junebluth. So Pepard on the pass, move over to second. 1-1 to Roach. Pepard moves to second. See if Roach continues to bunt here, and he does. So Pepard's got a nice lead at second, and that low and outside. So 1-2 now to Nick.
Yeah, first baseman Ike Brown came charging in on that last pitch as we see him play close here.
And that is a bunted foul. So at 2-2, Roach will probably be swinging away here as he looks over to the signs. Roach a little frustrated with himself, bunting that one foul.
Yeah, the freshman has to stay focused right here with the 2-2 count. He's got a good opportunity to bring home Alex Papard if given the right pitch.
Pitch from Rudy, and swinging and fouling back. So the count will stay at 2-2. With a pitch from Rudy, and swung on, but the ball getting away from Junebluth. So making his way down to first is Roach, and advancing to third is Papard.
Now batting, Isaiah Verrett.
Isaiah Verrett, who reached on an error by Abbott over there in the hot corner. No outs here, runners at the corners, looking to see if he can do some damage.
Yeah, Roach was able to get on base with, with Jungbluth, just not having a good, feel for that ball and just lost control of it.
Scoring around to bunt is Verrett, and it's a nice bunt down the first baseline, and Rudy bobbles it. So that'll be a bunt and an RBI for Isaiah Verrett. Everybody is safe. Bases are loaded for Bryce Priblinski. Sorry, first and second on that. My producer Brian likes to correct me all the time, but it's fair. I make a lot of mistakes.
We all make mistakes. It's part of the learning process. It's all good. As we now see Contra Costa huddle up here, talking over, that's 2 times today we've seen Connor Rudy, really have, not the urge to throw it home and, just kind of, bobble it and not having a good, day so far. And, his pitching has been great, but, just the fact that he's been in situations where he's been able to, field the ball, it hasn't been working out today.
Bryce steps in, reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Was a nice shot out there to left field, but Verrett thrown out at home, and Priblinski scores around a bunt, and that ball in the dirt. The runners won't advance. 0-1 now to Priblinski.
Yeah, I think this is now where we see Rudy for Contra Costa really struggle. Solano's got to feel really good in this inning.
Bryce squaring around again. The runner's moving. Oh, and he's swinging bunt, but just foul. 1-1.
Yeah, Priblinski sort of changed his mind right there as he showed sign as a bunt and then decided to give a crack at it, but
take advantage of the infield playing in. So 1-1 the count now to Priblinski, and he steps out. Some speed on the bags for Solano as Priblinski scores around a bunt again, and he does down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly by Abbas, throws over to first, not having a play at second. So the runners will advance. 1 out now, runners on second and third for Kyle Krebs. Krebs hit a single to lead off the second inning. So a successful sacrifice bunt there by Priblinski. Krebs looking to add to his RBI total on the year. He's got 7 so far. The pitch from Rudy. And a breaking ball inside. 1-0.
Yeah, very close pitch to Kyle Krebs on that, first pitch, 1-0 count now. With 1 out, 2 on. Krebs has got to feel good.
And that breaking ball just misses low out of the zone. 2-0. And that is high. So 3-0's the count. Got the wind really kicking up out there, blowing from left to right.
As we've seen, Krebs have a good eye at this at-bat.
Taking all the way, but Rudy able to get it in there on the outside corner. 3-1. And that misses, so Krebs able to work a walk. I'll bring up the designated hitter, Cameron Michael.
Now batting, Cameron Michael.
Bases loaded for Cam. Solano already able to get one around to lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third.
The last time they had bases loaded, Solano ended up in a double play. So, now in the same situation again. Let's see how it works out differently.
And that hits the outside corner, 0-1.
Yeah, that was a fast pitch from Connor Rudy.
Runners out there taking some nice leads. And that one is high. Even up the count, 1-1. Cameron struck out looking back in the second. And that one also misses high. Solano looking to keep the eye moving. Got Nick Dotson on deck. So a quick 3-1 now to Michael. Bases loaded. You don't want to give up a walk here if you're Connor Rudy. Ooh, and great pitch from Rudy. Swung on and missed. Full count now.
Yeah, another fast pitch from Connor Rudy, as that gives us a full count with 1 out. Crucial pitch right here.
And that is hit foul down the left field line, but Michael Jamison is there, makes a catch, but the runners are tagging up. In safely to score is Nick Roach. The runners will advance to second and third. So a productive out there
Now batting,
by Cameron Michael. Sacrifice RBI, and looks like he might not have tagged up. Yeah, we're going to see if we can figure that out and come back and start the top of the fourth. Due up for the Comets will be Shaw, Junebluth, and Perez.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cameron Michael. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
And Shaw here to lead it off for Contra Costa. So the Falcons able to get 1 run on the board in the bottom of the 3rd, and it looks like didn't tag up at 3rd. Home plate umpire called Roach out. There's a quick strike here to Shaw. Next pitch now, 1-1.
Yeah, and that was, really rough for Solano. Again, you had bases loaded, and unfortunately, you couldn't, connect on bringing, runners home.
And that is hit high into center field. Isaiah moving his way underneath it and makes the out. So 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Yeah, bases loaded and 1 out, and kind of an unusual double play there for Contra Costa to get out of that inning. But, got to roll with it. Get out here and Alex Clouthier see if he can keep dealing.
And that was the 2nd time we've seen a double play from Contra Costa.
So up now is catcher Junbluth, and he fouls that one back. 0-1. Junbluth flied out to center to end the 1st inning on a great rundown by Verrett. That pitch misses. A little high, a little outside. 1-1.
Yes, it's been a quick 4 innings here, as, really both pitchers have continued to have, good effort all around today.
Another pitch fouled back, 1-2. Yeah, we're here in the 4th and about 45 minutes since first pitch. It's okay by me.
I'm not complaining either, Steven.
Clouthier looks in, gets set to deliver. And just a little high there. Even up the count, 2-2.
And Clouthier sort of looked at the ump, didn't really like the call that was given to him.
And that is in there and fouled back again. Count will stay at 2-2.
As Clouthier has really been consistent also on the season, just 4.23 ERA. The left-handed pitcher, the sophomore, is doing a really good job of this season so far.
And another pitch fouled back. So Junbluth staying alive. Alex looks in. 2 Vokes. Shakes him off. And time called by Junbluth as he steps out. Regather here as we reset. And that is hit sharply. Oh, and a diving catch there by Nick Dotson. What a great play out there at second base. So 2 away now for Brian Perez, who singled to lead off the 2nd inning.
Yeah, and a great diving effort from Nick Dotson to save a potential base hit. And it actually was going to be a base hit as well.
I'm going to take another look at that diving catch by Dotson. Ball hit well by Junbluth, but some great defense there. So Brian Perez up now.
Yes, Perez takes an 0-1 count. Another great strike from Alex Clouthier.
And that ball is hit high and out into right field. Herder out there working underneath it. Oh, and the wind gets it and pushes it out towards the line. Making his way around second is Perez, and he is into third with a stand-up triple with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. As we mentioned earlier, wind will be a factor, and Brandon Herder just unable to get underneath it. May have also lost it in the sun. That ball got pushed pretty far over towards the line.
Yeah, it really was. And, Brandon Herder just looked really confused out there. At one point was just, raising his arms, wasn't really knowing where the ball was. And unfortunate for Solano as they gave up a triple with 2 outs.
So 2 outs and a runner at third for Abbas. And that pitch gets in there for a called strike 1. Cloutier seeing if he can get out of this inning without giving up any runs. So Abbas fouls that one back. 1-1.
Yes, Lucas only has 6 RBIs this season. Still batting .219 as well, as long with the .250 slugging percentage.
Cloutier steps off. Now he looks into Vokes. And that just misses off the outside corner. 2-1 now to Abbas. And pitch, and that is hit sharply. Nick Dotson bobbles it, turns the throw, and not in time, and he throws it away. Abbas making his way over to second base. So the Comets tie it up here in the top of the 4th on a bobble from Dotson.
Yeah, back-to-back unfortunate fielding for Solano, as we saw Herder not able to find the ball out there in right field, and Nick Dotson was just overthrew that.
Now batting Michael Jameson.
And just unfortunately brings in a run for the Comets as we're tied here at 1-1 in the 4th inning.
So with 2 out, tied up at 1, that'll bring up left fielder Michael Jameson. Michael with a Y. Shout out my buddy Michael Urban. Going to be watching this on YouTube, I'm sure. As Cloutier gets that breaking ball in. Called strike 1. Jameson flied out to Verrett out in center.
Yeah,
back in the 2nd inning.
And Jameson missed out on a good pitch. That breaking ball could have been a big hit.
Abbas with a good lead over there at 2nd. Papard getting back in time. Try to cover that bag up. Cloutier steps back on, looks in. And that breaking ball that time misses, so 1-1 now to Jameson.
Yeah, Cloutier has really cooled off here in the late stretch of the top of the 4th inning so far.
A couple defensive miscues allow the Comets to get back in this. Cloutier stepping off. Abbott's back to 2nd safely. So it looks like Papard and Dotson out there may take turns covering that bag. The pitch into Jameson, and that gets the inside corner. 1-2 now.
And Cloutier still has a chance to get out of this inning, really well with the 1-2 count on the way.
Jameson steps out. We'll regroup here. 1-2 is the count. Looking to keep the line moving for Contra Costa. And the pitch, and it hit right back up the middle off the glove of Cloutier, and getting out into center field. Round to score is Abbas. So a great piece of hitting there by Michael Jameson with the RBI single. Contra Costa takes a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th with 2 out.
Yeah, and that gives Michael Jameson his 5th RBI on the season. The batter batting 192 on the year is able to bring in a run and make it 2-1 and give Contra Costa their first lead of the day.
Solano skipper Stover going out to the mound. Have a little chat with Cloutier and Vokes. Ike Brown now up for Contra Costa. Struck out swinging 2 in the 2nd inning. Some good timely hitting there from the Comets.
Yeah, some great piece of hitting we're seeing so far, as this is another hitter right here. Ike Brown, is struggling on the season, so it'll be interesting to see what he does at this at-bat.
Yeah, he is due. The pitch from Cloutier swung and a miss.
Yeah, Cloutier just has to regain himself out there, allowing 2 runs, and remain focused and try to get out of this inning.
A lot of energy over from Contra Costa. Oh, looking over to first. Running. Oh, Cloutier tried to check the runner. Threw over to first, but that was Jamison running down to second and just off the glove of Papard. So Jamison in with a stolen base over at second.
As we have a timer, as third base coach for Contra Costa goes out to talk with one of the umpires.
We're discussing a possible balk maybe by Cloutier, but looked like he stepped off from here. So we do have a runner in scoring position for Ike Brown.
Yeah, and despite only having 1 hit, that 1 hit alone brought in 2 runs in his only hit this season.
And that breaking ball misses. Even up the count 1-1. Infield playing deep here for Solano. Outfield straight away. Cloutier steps off and checks the runner. Jamison back.
Yeah, with a 1-1 coming up.
And that is hit foul right behind us. So 1-2 now to Ike Brown. Doing what he can to keep this line moving.
Yeah, he's staying alive right now, being aggressive as much as he can. And he's had a good eye also with this at-bat.
The pitch from Cloutier. And another foul back right in the same spot. So the count will stay at 1-2.
He's staying alive as much as possible, Steven. And, this at-bat, Cloutier has just got to remain focused.
Jamison's running. That ball is a strikeout, but missing. Vokes able to throw out Brown at first. So that's going to end the 4th inning, but not before Contra Costa can take a 2-1 lead. Due up in the bottom of the 4th is Dotson, Herder, and Papard.
Hey, I'm Eddie Vokes, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
I swear I'm going to have a clean inning here before the day's
Now
over.
batting number 4,
Due up for
Nick
Solano is
Dotson.
Dotson, Herder, and then Vokes. Dotson walked back in the 2nd inning. Scoring around a bunt as that pitch misses high and outside.
Yeah, now's the time when, if you're Solano, you got to get your hitting in, sooner than later, because otherwise it's just going to have a big effect in the game.
And that pitch misses inside. 2-0 now to Nick. Nick had a great defensive play back in the top of the inning. As that pitch is in there, 2-1. Nice diving catch out there at second.
Yeah, it'd be great if you can get on here with a hit to get the half of the inning started for Solano.
That pitch is fouled back. 2-2 now the count.
As with the even count, batting .222 on the season for Dotson. As we see this next pitch from Rudy.
And a swing and a miss. Great pitch there from Connor Rudy. That'll bring up Brandon Herder.
Brandon Herder.
Brandon singled in his first at bat. For the first time today, Solano is behind 2-1. And that is hit down the third baseline, and unable to field it cleanly is Abbas. So 1 pitch, 1 hit. Second single of the day for Brandon Herder.
Second time we've seen that from Abbas today, as not getting a good good control of the ball in his glove.
That'll bring up the catcher Eddie Vokes. Hit into a double play in his last at bat. We got 1 away here and 1 out, or 1 on. Squaring around a bunt is Vokes. There goes my clean inning. 0-1 now to Eddie. The clouds have shifted over. Got some shadows out there in the field now. Vokes squares around again to bunt. And a pitch is low, foul. 0-2 now. It's a great pitch there by Rudy.
Yeah, Connor, sort of cooled off as well in that, in the last, bottom of the half, third inning for the Comets. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in this inning.
Vokes still scoring around a bunt and pulls it back just in time to avoid the strikeout. Rudy's looking to appeal.
And that was a close one. I think Eddie Vokes definitely got a good one right there for Solano.
Yeah. Risky sticking with the bunt with 2-strike count. So he does it again, and this time doesn't pull it back. And oh, I'm sorry. It's 1-2.
I believe now it's going to be a 2-2 count with 1 out. 1 on right here for for Eddie Vokes. He's got a good chance to get on base if.
I guess he pulled it back twice in time. I'm not going to get it together today.
Yeah, no, it's all good. As he has to really see the right pitch right here, as Eddie playing the catcher position. Taking his time with the 2-2 pitch is really what's going to matter when staying focused with 1 out.
Herder was running as Vokes swung for the strikeout. So Herder moves over to second base on the steal. That'll bring up the top of the lineup, Alex Papard.
Yeah, Papard is 1-2 on the day here in his third at-bat. He's definitely going to want to be aggressive if he wants to bring in home Brandon Herder.
That pitch misses low and inside. 1-0. Four RBIs on the year for Alex Papard. And that is hit right to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly. Throws over to first to end the inning. So 1 stranded here for Solano. Unable to tie it up, and that'll bring up Price, Wadley, and Foster for Contra Costa.
Hey, I'm Brandon Herder. Thanks for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Bryce Priblinski, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey y'all, it's Nick Roach. Thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
So through 4, Contra Costa leads 2-1 over Solano. Lead off the 5th inning here is designated here Joe Price. He'll start off with a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, in his last at bat, Joe Price was given a couple good pitches, but failed to swing on any of them.
That pitch misses 1-1. Pitch from Clouthier, hit into center field, little blooper, and that'll drop in front of Verrett. So leadoff single now for Contra Costa.
Yeah, as Joe Price was finally able, to swing at a good pitch. He failed to do so in his last at bat, but there, he was not afraid at all to swing it.
Wadley.
No, I was talking about the last at bat.
That'll bring up Hidari Wadley. Checking over at Price, back in time. Scoring around a bunt, and that is fouled back and out of play. So the wind's starting to kick up again. 0-1 to Wadley. So 1 on and no outs here for Contra Costa. Wadley scores around again. And the pitch is fouled back again. 0-2 now to Hidari. Let's see if Contra Costa sticks with the bunt here. Pitch from Clouthier, and that is hit high, but right to Dotson at second, who makes his way back. Looks like that ball carried just a little bit into shallow right, but able to make the catch is Nick Dotson. So 1 away and 1 on.
Now batting
for the
Darius
top of the order,
Foster.
Darius Foster.
Yeah, his win definitely has remained a factor in this game. As Nick Dotson almost looked like that. He had to stretch out and readjust himself to get in a good position.
As good recovery there, as the wind definitely took that pop up. Looking over, checking the runner, and now caught in a rundown is Price and tagged out. So that's a second time Clouthier threw over to first to check the runner, and the runner took off running.
Yeah, and this time it pays off with Joe Price getting caught on a rundown, and didn't really have a good jump and was able to get into a rundown and a out for Solano.
Yeah, so 2 away here as Foster steps back in. And that pitch, belt high inside corner, called strike 1. Yeah, this time Solano was able to get that out in the rundown. The previous time, Contra Costa was able to advance the runner to second. That breaking ball is fouled back. 0-2 now to Darius Foster.
Yeah, Solano has, really got a good position right here, 0-2. And then with quick 2 outs on the top of the 5th inning, they're really looking good.
So Clouthier looking for a quick inning here. Delivers, and a swing and a miss for a 4th strikeout for Clouthier. So that's going to do it. Coming up for Solano will be Papard, Roach, and Verrett.
Hey y'all, it's Nick Roach. Thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
So as I was saying, the end of that last half inning, Cloutier's got 4 swinging strikeouts and 1 looking. So Nick Roach up now for Solano.
Add that all up. 5 good strikeouts for Alex Cloutier on the day so far.
So Nick's first at bat, he grounded out, and his second at bat, he reached on a strikeout but passed ball as he looks at a call first strike there.
Yeah, strong first pitch fastball from Connor Rudy to start out the bottom of the 5th inning.
That pitch misses, so 1-1 now. And that breaking ball misses high. 2-1. And that is hit into left. And able to make the play is Michael Jameson out there.
Yeah, got off to a good running start, and Jameson is able to deliver the first out of the inning.
So Isaiah Verrett reached on an air, had an RBI single for the only run for Solano today.
As we now see Bobby Meadows warming up in the bullpen for Solano, as Alex Cloutier's day may be coming to an end soon.
1-0 to Verrett. And that pitch on the outside corner, so 1-1. Two and 1 now to Isaiah Verrett. And that ball is hit into right center, and it looks like it's going to drop in there for a single. The second single of the day for Isaiah. So 1 on and 1 away for Bryce Problinski.
And a good job for Isaiah Verrett to get the inning started, to get, the second at bat of the inning started with a single.
Pitch from Rudy. Verrett is taking off, and that is hit into the gap between first and second. Isaiah making his way around, will get to third safely. So a great piece of heads-up running there by Isaiah Verrett. Running on contact with a hit-and-run play. Problinski reaches with a single. So that's runners on the corners. 1 away for Kyle Krebs. Krebs singled and walked so far today. And a great RBI opportunity for Solano.
Bunting is probably the best option here if you're Kyle Krebs, as with 2 on with 1 out and runners at the corners, as you were saying. It'll be a good opportunity for Solano to tie up this ball game.
And scoring around a bunt is Krebs, and that is fouled back. 0-1.
And I know the last thing Solano wants to do is, get into another double play situation. As, that's what really bunting right here is going to help.
Krebs scores a run again, and that pitch is high and outside. One and 1. And we've got speed at third with Verrett. Krebs scores a run again, and that is bunted right back up the middle. And what an amazing play by Connor Rudy. Throwing it over with his glove to Juneblu to get the leadoff runner. 2 outs now. Gonna take another look at that. Great play by Connor Rudy. Oh, no replay, so that'll bring up Cameron Michael.
Yeah, nonetheless, but Connor Rudy was definitely relieved to actually get that out.
First pitch to Michael misses low and outside. So now the replay is ready. Charging is Rudy. The glove flip over in time. Great play there. And a pickoff play is on and out. So some fantastic defense here from Contra Costa, able to keep the lead 2-1, and that's going to do it. Due up next for Contra Costa will be Shaw, Junebluth, and Perez. Now on the mound for Solano is Bobby Meadows. Alex Cloutier's day is over for the Falcons. Meadows will face Andrew Shaw. His first pitch misses for a ball. And next pitch low. 2-0 now to Andrew Shaw.
Yeah, Bobby, a sophomore, left-handed pitcher, has a 3.93 ERA on the season as we see quick fastball inside, 2-1 now at the count.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Defense playing straight up. So I'm looking for a quick inning here in the top of the sixth. And that is hit sharply to Dotson. Dotson fields it cleanly, throws it over to Krebs. One away.
Some more good defense we're seeing from Nick Dotson, able to get his glove
Now
down the dirt, and a
the
good
catcher,
throw over to first to Kyle Krebs.
Junebluth.
That'll bring up the catcher, Ben Junebluth. Junebluth 0-2 on the day. Pitch from Meadows, and that is hit high and out to center field. Isaiah Verrett there and underneath it. 2 away now. That's 3 flyouts for Junebluth. Able to get the bat on the ball, but not able to get it to drop anywhere out there.
Brian Perez.
Brian Perez, who had a stand-up triple in his last at-bat. We're going to keep things going here for Contra Costa. Pitch from Meadows. A belt-high strike. 0-1.
Yeah, Perez on the day with a single and a triple. Give him a double and home run. That's a cycle, folks.
And that is hit off the end of the bat in high. And underneath it is Herter. So 3 up and 3 down For Meadows, due up for Solano will be Michael, Dotson, and Herder.
I'm Bobby Meadows. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
And we're back
Now
to
batting number 19.
start off
Cameron
the
Michael.
bottom of the 6th inning. Cameron Michael to lead things off. And that breaking ball is in there. 0-1.
Yeah, Michael brought in Solano's only run in this game on a fly out to left field, as that pitch is on the outside. 1-1 the count.
Another good breaking ball there from Connor Rudy. 1-2 now to Michael. And that ball's in the dirt. Throwing down to first to get the out is Junebluth. So one away now. Nick Dotson up. Dotson's got a walk and a strikeout on the day.
And a good throw from Junebluth, you know, to find where the ball was at and throw it over to first to Ike Brown for the first out of the inning.
Pitch from Rudy. Another great breaking ball in there for called strike. Yeah, we've seen some really good defense from Dotson out there at second base today. And that is hit softly to third base. Fielding it cleanly is Abbas, and getting it over to first base in time. That was a great play there by third baseman Lucas Abbas.
Brendan Herder.
And give credit for Ike Brown for, you know, leaving a foot on the bag, as, you know, he had to really stretch out and get that throw from Abbas on that.
So Brandon Herder up now for Solano, looking to keep him alive here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As that pitch is on the outside corner for call strike 1. Herder's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. That pitch way outside, 1-1. And another
fastball inside.
A good outside corner pitch there, 1-2. And that is hit right over to Perez. Perez fields it, throws it over to Ike Brown to end the inning. So a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Connor Rudy. Coming up in the top 7, Abbas, Jamison, and Brown.
Welcome back to Solano College. Starting out the inning, Lucas Abbas for the Comets up to bat first here in the top of the 7th inning. As Bobby Meadows gets set for the first pitch. High up. 1-0 count to start off the top of the 7th inning. Next pitch is also high on the middle. Quick 2-0 count as Bobby came in, delivered a good shutout half inning for the Solano Falcons in the top of the 6th inning. As that is hit out into right field. Getting under it will be Brandon Herder, and he makes the play. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. That's going to bring up Michael Jamison now for the Contra Costa Comets.
Now batting, Michael Jameson.
As Jamison is 1 of 2 today with a single RBI and also has a stolen base, as he's having a pretty good day so far. That ball is down almost in the dirt as well. Another 1-0 count to start off the at-bat for Bobby Meadows. Meadows gets set, throws, and that is popped up. Stays in the infield. Kyle Krebs trying to get under it, and he does. Great play from Kyle Krebs. And quick 2 outs from Solano as Bobby Meadows is starting to look at another shutout half inning.
Now batting the first baseman.
As that's going to bring up first baseman Ike Brown. As again, Bobby's looking to close out another shutout inning for himself. As Ike Brown is 0-2 today with 2 strikeouts and a swing and a miss. Did hit off the top of the bat as well. 0-1 is the count to start out the bat for Ike Brown. Second pitch on the way. Hit and foul for an 0-2 count. As Bobby Meadows has a pretty good chance of striking out Ike Brown on this next pitch. That pitch is outside. 1-2 is the count. With 2 outs here at the top of the 7th inning. From Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium here at Solano College. And a swing, check swing, strikeout for Ike Brown, his 3rd strikeout of the day so far. So that's going to do it for the top of the 7th inning. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Vokes, Papard, and Roach here in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Eddie Vokes.
That breaking ball in there, call strike 1. Looks like Connor Rudy is really working that breaking ball here late in the game and having quite a bit of success with it. And that is hit sharply over to Perez. Perez fields it, throws it over to Brown. one away here.
Now batting, number 15, Alex Ripard.
Shortstop Alex Papard up now for Solano. Starting to run a little bit out of time here. It's the bottom 7. They're still down 2-1. That breaking ball misses. A little high, a little outside.
Yeah, their swinging has been, really on point today as we see that pitch on the outside 2-0. Their pitching, their hitting has been great so far for Solano. It's just that they've got into some bad situations where the Comets have gotten some great fielding.
And that is hit right back up the middle over Rudy's head, and unable to get to it is Andrew Shaw. So on with the single here is Alex Papard. That'll bring up Nick Roach.
You can get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave him the drill, they set it up, I got him on it. I bought a new paddock, I had to watch so I two-tone it. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up until the morning. That ain't your car, you just a Lisa, you don't own it. If I'm in the club, I got that phone.
So 1 on and 1 out for Nick.
As Roach on day is 0-3 with a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. And he gets hit by the pitch. And he's going to make his way over to first, and now that's going to put on 2 on for Solano with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning.
For Isaiah Verrett.
Now batting.
Hey, it's one way to keep the line moving, and when you're down by 1 here, bottom 7, got to get on by any means necessary. So we got 2 on and 1 away for Isaiah.
Yeah, in our last broadcast we did with Solano faced off against Laney, multiple batters were getting hit by the pitch in that game. I gotta say, at least 8 batters got hit from at least combined from both teams.
Looks like Contra Costa might be getting someone warmed up out there in the pen, as that fastball just misses outside. Comets should be very happy with Rudy's day out there on the mound today. He's made some great pitches when he's had to. And that is popped up high, but in the infield. Abbas underneath it. And that's 2 down now. So 2 on, 2 down for Bryce Problinski,
Now batting number 20,
who really got a hold of one back in the first inning. Hit it all the way deep into left field off the fence. Looking to see if he can get a hold of one here.
Yeah, they are going to need it. That fly out, really, was a, devastating at bat. But unfortunately, now coming up now, we see Problinski take that ball down and low for that strike. He's got a good chance to bring in 2 in for Solano with 2 outs.
With pitch from Rudy. It's a quick 0-2 count now to Problinski. Oh, 2 outs. These runners are going to be moving on any contact. It's like outfield's playing a little deep in left. June Booth wants to go out and talk it over with Rudy. Foster out in center, shading a little bit towards left. Playing Problinski to pull here. Wind's moving from left to right. Not as vicious as it was earlier, but could definitely be a factor out there.
Yeah, it sort of has dialed down as we've gone to the late stretches of this ball game.
Rudy looks in. Delivers on the 0-2 count, and that is high. So 1-2 now. Oh, and it looks like a ball got away from the bullpen out there. We reset, get ready to do it again. Papard's got a nice, healthy lead out there at second. Rudy looks back and delivers, and that is hit into left field, down the left field line, but just foul. Boy, that would have been great for the Falcons there.
Yes, Priblinski was able to get a good swing on that, but just a little outside in the left field for a foul.
So the count will stay at 1-2 to Bryce. Jameson out there is now guarding the line just a little bit more than what he was before. As Rudy gets set. And that is hit sharply into center field, and it's going to get in for a base hit. Coming around to score is Papard to tie the game up at 2. So a great piece of hitting there from Bryce Priblinski. The 2-out single to drive in an RBI. So we've got 2 on, 2 out for Kyle Krebs. Looking to see if maybe he can put a go-ahead run in for Solano
Now
here.
by number 24, Kyle Krebs.
I get
Kyle Krebs has reached base in all 3 of his at-bats. As that breaking pitch misses outside. So we're all tied up here at 2-2 in bottom of the 7th. This game's been moving along pretty good here, just a little after 4 o'clock. The 2:30 start time as that gets in there. Even up the count 1-1.
And Solano's going to need Kyle Krebs hitting if they want to break this tie right now.
The pitch from Connor Rudy. And high and outside, so 2-1 now. It's a great lead out there from Nick Roach. Getting away from second. His runners are going on any kind of contact here with 2 outs. Gonna definitely be aggressive out there on the base paths. And that is hit down the right field line. And it looks like it's going to be, oh, it's fair. Just fair. Coming around to score is Bryce Priblinski. So a 2 RBI, 2-out double from Kyle Krebs. What a great piece of hitting there to clear the bags, as that blooper into right field was just fair.
They needed Kyle Krebs to be aggressive, and they got what they wanted. Breaking the tie and giving Solano a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Connor Rooney out there is a little upset with himself as Cameron Michaels steps in. And hit by a pitch. Second hit by a pitch now. We'll put 2 on and 2 out for number 4, Nick Dotson. So a little mound meeting out there for Contra Costa. The 7th inning starting to get away from him. 3 runs put up by Solano, and they're not done yet. 2 on and 2 outs. Second baseman Nick Dotson will be stepping into the box for Solano. Connor Rudy will stay in the game. Comets are definitely looking to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs.
Yeah, they're trusting Connor Rudy to do it. And we got to see how it plays out now.
That fastball is high and outside. We've had a single 2 hit by pitches and a double. That is in there low on the inside corner. Even up the count, 1-1. Definitely another hit and run situation here. One and two now.
Yeah, pitch on the outside from Connor Rudy gives it a 1-2 count. 2 on with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. So you gotta see what Nick Dotson does here.
He's definitely waiting for his pitch, and that is fouled back. So the count will stay at 1-2.
As Dotson is definitely staying aggressive and want to make sure to find the right pitch that's going to bring home 2 runners for Solano and add on to their lead.
And just holding back, not going around. So 2-2 now to Dotson. Looks like Solano's definitely going to try to get Rudy to pitch to him. He's hasn't had the control this inning as he had in previous innings. And that is in there and popped out to right field. Underneath it is Hadley, who will put it away to end the inning, but not before Solano can take the lead 4-2 as we head into the top of the 8th. It'll be Price, Wadley, and Foster.
Hi, I'm Bryce Perblinsky, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Joe Price stepping in for the Comets. Singled his last time up. Meadows still out on the bump for the Falcons. And that pitch is fouled back. 0-1. So today's game and all of our games and sporting events here at the Fairfield campus in Solano are available on our YouTube channel. Search Greg Poff, G-R-E-G-P-O-F-F. That pitch is fouled back 0-2 to Joe Price. Outside. 1-2. Solano College Sports Network does try to cover all home games for the Falcons. See, this year we've done basketball, volleyball, softball, and baseball. Timeout called by Price. Meadows looks in and delivers. Low in the dirt, even up the count, 2-2.
Yeah, and Meadows has got to have another successful inning for Solano if, you know, they want to continue to ride on this 4-2 lead.
And a swing and a miss for Meadows' first strikeout. So one away for not Hadley, Wadley, Hadari Wadley, who ended the last inning on a great catch out there in right field.
Hadari Wadley.
And that gives the Meadows his second strikeout on the day. So doing a good job coming in and doing whatever he can to protect this lead for Solano.
And the Comets starting to run out of outs here. Meadows looks in. That's fouled back. 0-1.
And this is when the Comets need their power hitting, and if they're unable to do so, we're looking at another Solano win on the year.
Ooh, and that ball misses just high. Good eye there by Wadley. And the pitch from Meadows is high. So 2-1 now to Hadari. Solano's looking to improve to an overall record of 7-12 on the year.
And they'd be looking for their third Bay Valley Conference on the season so far. Bay Valley Conference win.
A 3-1 pitch and misses high again, so reaching on a walk. It's Hadari Wadley, so one away and one on for the top of the order. Darius Foster.
Darius Foster.
Foster's 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Solano's going to take a little bit of a mound meeting out there.
Yeah, potential tying runner now at the bat in Darius Foster.
It's like maybe they've seen something in Meadows' delivery. Home plate umpire's coming out to break it up. So Meadows looking to settle down here. He's got one away.
As Foster on the day is 0-3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out, but has a chance to do some damage here in the top half of the 8th. As he checks, and he's going to go around, and it's going to be a strike.
0-1 to Foster. And that's the first walk that Solano's given up today.
Yeah, their pitching has really been on point throughout this entire afternoon.
The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and squaring around a bunt was Foster, but that ball in the dirt. So 1-1 now.
Yeah, and Wadley missed on a key opportunity to get over to second base, and the dugout is not happy.
Yeah, it could have been a missed opportunity there to get into scoring position. But Vokes was able to come up with it pretty quick. And that's in the dirt, and it's by Vokes. So Wadley making his way around second, trying to get over to third. Vokes throws down, and it's not in time. So some great heads-up base running there by Hadari Wadley to get his way over to third base with only one away here.
Yeah, and Wadley missed on his first chance to get on base from an almost wild throw from Bobby Meadows, but the second time was a charm, I guess, as he makes his way all around from first to third.
Yeah, tough break there for Solano. Has 2 pitches in a row in the dirt. find a runner at third, and that ball misses high, so 3-1 now. Falcons hoping Meadows out there can calm down a little bit on the rubber.
And the last thing you want to do if you're Solano is give the Comets some confidence.
And a great off-speed pitch there, low and outside for a swing and a miss. So the count's full now to Darius Foster. Meadows definitely pitching for the strikeout here.
Solano's going to need it.
And another pitch in the dirt. Third pitch in the dirt in this at-bat. Foster works his way into a walk. So we got runners at the corners now with only one away for Andrew Shaw.
Now batting the shortstop, Andrew Shaw.
So Solano was able to get through 7 1/3 without giving up any walks. And they've got 2 here now in the top of the 8th. Foster with a good lead over at first. The pitch from Meadows in there for a call, strike 1.
And that's the start that Bobby Meadows is really going to need, you know, to gain back some momentum in his pitching as we have runners on the corner with an 0-1 count on the way.
Shaw's 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout back in the first. And throwing over to first is Meadows, but back in time, Darius Foster. So the count's going to stay 0-1 as we reset here. Runners on the corners with 1 away. Solano leads 4-2 here in the top of the 8th. The delivery from Meadows, and that is in the dirt again as Foster takes off to second. Vokes is going to let him. So that's 2 runners now in scoring position for Andrew Shaw.
Yeah, in this half of the inning, we've seen a lot of pitches from Bobby Meadows thrown that have been in the dirt. Very unfortunate for Solano.
Good aggressive base running out there by the Comets to advance the runner. So 2 in scoring position as that pitch misses high. So 2-1 now to Andrew Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw is definitely having a good eye at this at-bat. With runners on second and third.
Contra Costa bench is alive. Spilling a little bit of blood in the water here. And that just misses above the belt. So 3-1 now. A good eye by Shaw.
And again, the last thing you want is just giving them confidence, and that's what Solano's giving them here in the top of the 8th inning. As they're starting to feel good, which is the last thing Solano needs.
The pitch from Bobby, and that is hit to third. Checking the runners, throwing over to first for the second out. So a great piece of heads-up defense there by Bryce Problinski to look the runner back to third and hold him. So that's 2 outs now, 2 on for the Comets catcher, Benjamin Bluth. So yeah, definitely some good heads-up defense there from the Falcons. And that's fouled back, 0-1. June Bluth is hit a couple good shots out to Verrett out there in second and also popped up to Dodson. So he's 0 for 3 on the day, but making some good contact.
Yeah, with 3 flyouts, that really shows that he wants to be an aggressive hitter. And they're going to need him to be aggressive this at-bat, their last chance.
And yet another pitch in the dirt from Meadows. So 1-1 now. Looks like he might be a little short on his stride in his delivery. So Meadows looks in, and that is fouled straight back. So 1-2. Meadows is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
And they're going to need him to throw a solid pitch right here if they want to get out of this.
And in the dirt. So that's going to even up the count, 2-2. The Comets stay alive here, looking to take advantage. Some pitching miscues.
And they had a good eye already through all their at-bats here in the top of the 8th inning with all the pitches in the dirt thrown by Bobby Meadows.
As that ball misses high, so it's a full count now. Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave 2 out there when you're down by 2. As Meadows shakes off Vokes. Moving their way through the pitches and finally settle on one. Timeout called by Junebluth. So we're going to reset, full count. 2 on, 2 away, top of the 8th. And that is hit sharply into left center. And that is going to make its way to the wall. Both runners come around to score. Junebluth's into second with a stand-up double. And just like that, the score is tied. 4-4 here in the top of the 8th inning.
Hey, you know, Steven, we were talking about how Junebluth has just been, showing an aggressive batting so far in his first 3 at-bats, and given this 4th at-bat, able to bring in 2, giving him 2 RBIs on the day. Key piece of hitting for Junebluth as he's able to tie up this ball game at 4-4.
And it looks like that is going to be the end of Bobby Meadows' afternoon. Yeah, Junebluth was definitely due.
As now the Comets are right back in this game with it being 4-4 in the top of the 8th inning. Solano's getting their power hitting coming up in the bottom half of the inning for them.
So we got a righty reliever up now for Solano as he gets warmed up. Looks like it's Edgar Aki out there. He's 2-1 with a 4.15 ERA. Freshman out of Rodriguez High School. So in 7 appearances, Edgar's 2-1 with 1 save. So he's coming in, inheriting 1 runner out on second with 2 outs. So looking to get out of this top 8th. At least tied.
Yeah, and he's going to have his work cut out for him as he's going to go up against Brian Perez, who had a solid day swinging the bat as well for the Comets. Stephen Babb, Nate McKay on the call here from Solano College, where it is 4-4 at the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs and a runner on second for the Comets.
We got Brian Perez stepping in. Brian with a single and a stand-up triple. He's also flied out to right field. So Solano's definitely going to be careful here. Perez is a hitter. That pitch misses low and away. 1-0. Wind's kicking up again out there. Aki looks in. And that's low and inside. A quick 2-0 count now to Perez.
And Aki Cruz has retired 8 batters so far this season.
And that pitch is in there. 2-1 now. Defense playing straight away out there for Solano.
Yeah, and they have to be aware of Perez power hitting we've seen so far today.
And that is fouled straight back to even up the count, 2-2.
Yes, with this next switch from Cruz, a chance to end the half of the inning.
And that pitch is down in the dirt. So full count now to Brian Perez. Key Cruz definitely wanting to get out of this inning. Get away with only facing one batter here. And that is hit, but fouled off of home plate. So we're going to reset. Still full count. 2 down. Runner on second. We're all tied up here at 4 in the top of the 8th inning.
As that was a late swing from Brian Perez.
He did a good job just to get a piece of that one. Edgar sets and delivers, and that is hit right off the end of the bat, foul down the right field line.
Perez is staying aggressive and staying alive at this at-bat.
Sounded like that one might have hurt a little bit right off the end. So here we go, getting ready to do it again. The key looks in, gets set. And swing and a miss to end the inning, but not before the Comets could come back. All tied up at 4. Due up now in the bottom of the 8th. We'll have Herder, Vokes, and Papard.
Hi, I'm Edgar Key. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
So the Comets have a righty reliever out there, number 25, Mark
Leading off the bottom of the
Jones.
8th inning,
in 1 start and 8 appearances. He's got a 1-2 record, but a hefty 15.19 ERA. We got right fielder Brandon Herter stepping into the box for Solano. Looking to recapture the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Solano giving up 2 runs in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, and his ERA on the season is the highest on the team.
We're all tied up here at 4. And that pitch, good pitch, inside corner. 0-2, quick 0-2 count to Brandon Herter.
Yeah, Mark Jones, he's doing a good job coming out of the inning.
And a swing and a miss. Going down in 3 pitches is Brandon Herter. He's going to bring up catcher Eddie Vokes.
Eddie Vokes.
Eddie Vokes is 0 for 3 on the day. That's a great 3 pitches there by Jones.
Yeah, and I would think he has to feel pretty good about himself to start out this bottom of the 8th inning.
And a 4th straight strike. And a 5th. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count now to Vokes.
Are we sure he gives up 15 earned runs allowed on the season, Steven?
The Comets are eager to get back out there on offense, see if they can take the lead. And again, 3 straight strikes. So 6 straight strikes now. 2 Ks in a row.
Now batting, Alex Papard.
So we got Alex Papard up now.
Yeah, back to the top of the order. We got to see what Alex Papard can do against, so far, the hot Alex Jones so far. Make that 6 straight strikes.
That'll be 7 straight strikes.
7 straight strikes. That was a strikeout to end that
from
last
Mark
batter.
Jones. I'm rubbing off on you. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Don't worry.
That's 8 straight strikes. Mark Jones looking to see if he can get out of here with a 9-pitch inning. Throwing some heat. And he does. Wow, what an impressive outing here in the bottom of the 8th for Mark Jones. 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks, swinging in 9 pitches. Very, very impressive. Due up will be Abbas, Jameson, and Brown. So we got Lucas Abbas leading off the top half of the 9th inning for the Contra Costa Comets. We're all knotted up at 4. A Key Cruz back out on the bump for Solano. That first pitch is in there for a strike. You know, I can't talk about Mark Jones' outing in that 8th inning enough. He went into that 8th inning with 4 strikeouts, and he just added 3 more to that total. Just impressive. I don't think I've seen a 9-pitch, 3-strikeout inning.
Honestly, I haven't either. Made it look effortless.
That is swung on and fouled back.
Yeah, his pitching performance to start out left all of us in shock as we went to the commercial break.
So we're 1-2 now to Lucas Abbas. The pitch in a fantastic breaking ball in there for a swinging strikeout. So we got 1 away here in the top 9. Michael Jameson, the left fielder for the Comets coming up.
Now batting the left
And
fielder,
Cruz is looking to
Michael
match
Jamison.
Mark Jones' impressive outing.
That is fouled back and out of play.
And we may be looking at extra innings here.
AKA free baseball. And that breaking ball misses high and inside. So 1-1 now to Jamison. Key looks in, and the pitch misses. Oh, no. At the knees on the outside corner, so 1-2 now.
Yeah, a very low strike, and that Key Cruz was given now is a 1-2 count.
And able to hold his swing. Michael Jamison looks at a ball in the dirt, so 2-2 now.
Yeah, it could have been a costly mistake, but it was able to turn back in time, making it 2-2.
Edgar steps off, just shaking off a pitch, looking back into Vokes. Finds a pitch he likes, and that is fouled out of play down the right field line. So we're going to stay at 2-2. This has been a fun game here this afternoon.
Yeah, a lot of fast, quick innings. You see that ball low in the dirt, 3-2 count, a lot of fast innings, and we've seen a mixture of power hitting from both teams as well, and as well as some great pitching from both sides.
And so counts now full to Michael Jamison. A pitch from a Key, and that's hit right back up the middle, fielded cleanly by Papard. Throws over to Krebs at first for the out. So 2 away now here in the top of the 9th inning.
Now batting the first baseman, Ike
So we got
Brown.
Ike Brown coming up, 0 for 3 on the day. He's K'd 3 times, 2 swinging, 1 looking. That pitch just misses. 1-0. Two and 0 now. That's high and inside.
A quick 2-0 count, but I'm Solano. I'm trying to make him strike out for the 4th time today. Get out of this inning, go right to work in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And that pitch is good in there at the knees. 2-1. And that is at the belt. 2-2. So from down 0-2, able to tie it up at 2.
Here's your chance to strike him out. Perfect opportunity for Solano.
And he gets it. Swing, strike 3. So a great 3 up, 3 down there for Edgar Aqui Cruz. And the bottom of the 9th, it's going to be Nick Roach, Isaiah Verrett, and Bryce Priblinski. So now we got left fielder Nick Roach up. Nick's last at bat, he was hit by a pitch. Something tells me Mark Jones out there on the rubber is not going to be hitting him right now. And he squares around the bunt and pops it right back to Roach. Seems only fitting. 9-pitch inning with 3 strikeouts back in the 8th. That he gets a 1-pitch, 1 out here to start off the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting Isaiah Verrett.
So Isaiah Verrett coming up now.
Yeah, he's looking to continue his perfect pitching so far.
And Isaiah squares around a bunt, but that is the first ball that's been pitched by Jones. And that's low and outside. Jones is definitely hard throwing out there for the Comets. Solano's now down to their last 2 outs before we head into extras. All tied up here at 4 in the bottom of the 9th. In there at the knees. So 2-1 now to Isaiah Verrett.
Maybe having his jersey being untucked is the reason why we've seen a strong pitching performance from him.
And that is hit high, but in the infield, Wynn got it there a little bit, but Lucas Abbas able to make the play for a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting
For the hard-hitting Bryce Priblinski, who would like, I'm sure, nothing more than a walk-off home run here in the bottom of the 9th. Bryce had an RBI single in his last at-bat.
You're going to have to challenge his pitching right here.
Ooh, and that ball just misses a little high, so 1-0. Kyle Krebs on deck. And that is hit high, but in the infield, looks like Ike Brown's over there underneath it. And he doesn't. The wind catches it. He's unable to get underneath it. So Bryce reaches here in the bottom of the 9th with 2 out. Kyle Krebs stepping into the box for the Falcons. Krebs hit a 2 RBI double in his last at bat.
Solano's got their winning runner on base. Gonna need some hot hitting from Kyle Krebs if they want to win this game.
That pitch misses just outside. 1-0 to Kyle. And that pitch misses low. A quick 2-0 count. So we're all tied up here at 4, bottom of the 9th inning. We've got 1 on, 2 outs, 2-0 count. Mark Jones dealing on the mound, looking to get out of this inning clean. So he falls behind 3-0.
As this at-bat is we've seen from Krebs, he's had a really good eye.
I'd be taking here all the way, and that is just at the knees on the outside corner, so 3-1 now.
That was a low pitch. Very, very low strike.
Krebs scoring around a bunt, pulls it back, but 3-2 now is the count, so Jones able to work his way back from down 0-3. Krebs trying to keep things moving here in the bottom of the 9th. And that is fouled back. Reset here, full count.
Yeah, Krebs is showing that he is staying aggressive at this at-bat.
Fouled straight back again. Gotta love the situation here. 1 on, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, tied game, full count. It's the kind of stuff you talk about in the backyard when you're a kid.
Most definitely.
Bryce is running. Krebs hits it out into the right field, but there to make the catch is Hidari Wadley. So that's going to do it here for the 9th inning. Coming up in the top half of the 10th, as we go into extra innings, will be Joe Price, Hidari Wadley, and Darius Foster. And we're here for some free baseball in the top half of the 10th inning, all tied up at 4. Looks like we've got a pinch hitter coming in for Contra Costa. Looks like that's number 9, Casey Edmonds. Edgar Key Cruz still out on the bump for Solano.
Yeah, Casey's a sophomore out of Dianza High School. In his second year with the Comets.
Pinch hitting for the Comets, number 9, Edmonds.
So Edgar's all set on the mound as he looks in, gets set to deliver. And that is popped up. Looks like Nick Dodson in shallow right, but no. Brandon Herter will call him off and come in for a 1-pitch, 1-out here to start the 10th.
Yeah, good communication from Nick Dotson and Brandon Herter to figure out who was going to catch that one. Otherwise, that would have been an easy base hit for Edmonds.
Wadley.
That'll bring up Hidari Wadley. And that ball's in the dirt. 1-0.
Hidari on the day, 0-2. Got on base with a walk, but struck out as we see that pitch on the outside. 1-1 count now, as we saw a quick fastball from Aki Cruz.
And that is in there on the outside corner, so 1-2 now. Sure Edgar wouldn't mind a quick 3-up, 3-down inning here in the top 10th. And that breaking ball swung on and missed, but it gets away from Vokes, and he's not going to be able to make the play. So Wadley's going to make it down to first.
Yeah, and Wadley got all the way down to first in a hurry. He's got some wheels, and it definitely showed off on that one.
Definitely does, and that's going to bring up Darius Foster. Walked in his last at bat.
Batting the center fielder, Darius Foster.
0 for 3 on the day. Hidari's got some speed out there, as we just saw on first. Scoring round of bunt is Foster, but he pulls it back. 1-0 is the count. Infield playing a double play depth. And that, I thought was fouled, but not. So Wadley will make his way down to second, as Coach Stover is going to come out and talk it over with the ump. Looked like he might have signaled foul. Let's take another look at that. Explanation seems sufficient. Oh, and it was off the glove of Vokes. So we got a runner on, 1 away. 2-0 the count. The pitch is swung on and dribbled right in front of the plate. Vokes charges out to get it, throws down to Krebs, and it's not in time. So a swinging bunt there by Darius Foster is going to put runners at the corners with 1 out. It's going to bring up Andrew Shaw. So some life here in the top of the 10th for the Comets.
Yeah, and Shaw is 0-4 today, but don't take that for granted, as Jungbluth for the Comets was 0-3 and was able to deliver 2 RBIs on his last at-bat.
Key Cruz looks in. And a great bunt put down by Foster, and unable to field it cleanly is Krebs. Everybody is safe. Coming in to score was Wadley. What a fantastic bunt there by Andrew Shaw to score Wadley from third.
And just unfortunately for Krebs, who couldn't get his hand on the ground to get the ball and missed on his opportunity to throw to home, and in result gives the Comets a 5-4 lead.
It's going to bring up Ben Jungbluth, who, as you mentioned, had a 2 RBI double in his last at-bat. But you got to tip your cap to Hidari Wadley, who turned a strikeout into a run by coming all the way around to score. Pass pitch on that strikeout.
Got to give credit when credit is due.
And that pitch misses high. It's going to be 2-0 now to Jungbluth. So we got 2 on, 1 out. 2-0 count. Moving through the signs. Edgar looking for a pitch he wants from Vokes. Checking the runners.
And Jungbluth has had a good eye at this at-bat.
It worked himself into a 3-0 at count.
So it's 3-0 count now for Key Cruz. Definitely wants to get out of this.
And that pitch is in there inside corner. We called strike, so 3-1 now. Definitely a high stress situation out there for Key Cruz.
Got to remain his composure and keep his confidence.
And that is a great pitch, but hit well out into left center. That's going to drop. Scoring 1. Advancing another to second, so that's Darius Foster coming around to score. Andrew Shaw on second. Ben Jungbluth at first. So 2 on, it's still only 1 away for Brian Perez, who struck out his last at bat. 6-4 now. Contra Costa taking the lead here in the top of the 10th. And that is hit into the gap on the left side of the infield. Coming around is Shaw. Shaw is in there to score. So an RBI single for Perez. 7-4 now as they've scored 3 runs in the top of the 10th. And they just keep the line moving. And that'll bring up Lucas Abbas. Eddie Vokes wants to go out and have a chat. So this game's starting to slip away here for Solano. They've given up 3 runs here in extra innings. And the pitch from Edgar, and that is hit, but right at the shortstop, Papard. And they turn the double play. So a nice 6-4-3 double play to get out of that top of the 10th, but not before they gave up 3 runs to the Comets. Comets strand 2. Coming up in the bottom of the 10th, we've got Cameron Michael, Nick Dotson, and Brandon Herder. So we've got Solano here looking to stay alive.
Now batting
Cameron Michael coming up to lead things off here on the bottom of the 10. 7-4. Advantage Comets. So we've got Mark Jones still out on the rubber for them.
And for Solano, they are going to need the Mark Jones that gives a 15, that has a 15.19 ERA this season to show up, as we have not seen that in his 2 appearances on the mound today.
Michael was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. That was before Jones came into the game. Jones has been impressive so far in his outing. That's a first pitch strike. 0-1 to Cameron. And that is just foul. A quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, his ERA is definitely going down after this game.
And that just misses on the outside corner. 1-2. For those of you out there watching, Odell Beckham Jr. just got sent to Cleveland. Details are unknown right now, That's a very interesting development as Cameron is able to check his swing. Oh, and they appeal down to first base, and they say he went around. So Jones will get the strikeout. So a quick K here to start off the bottom of the 10th as Nick Dotson steps into the box here for Solano. Yeah, so no details yet on Odell Beckham, but that's heartbreaking to everybody out there that's a Niner fan. And that pitch is in there for call strike one to Dotson.
Yeah, and he finally gets to reunite with Jarvis Landry, who those two have a great connection and have always talked about playing together, and they're going to get their chance.
And that is hit high, but into right field, and underneath it is Hadari Wadley. So 2 away here. Solano's down to their last out. Top of the 10th, it was Hadari Wadley that was able to get around and break up the tie, and he reached on a pass ball strikeout. So we got Brandon Herter trying to keep things moving along here for Solano. And that pitch is a little high for ball one. And that's outside. 2-0. Looks like we've got Gannon Goldensoff in the hole, or excuse me, on deck. If Herter's able to get on here. And that's right at the knees, so 2-1 now to Herter.
Yeah, no, Goldensoff would definitely like to get his chance to get an at bat going.
That pitch misses really low and inside. So 3-1 now to Brandon Herter, is looking to reach, keep this thing alive for Solano. Pitch from Jones, and that's high and it misses, so Jones giving up a walk. That'll bring up number 21, Gannon Goldensoff.
And Goldensoff will get his chance to contribute to this game.
Goldensoff's hitting 273.
Pitch hitting, number 21, Gannon Goldensoff.
Which is the best average on the team. Oh, excuse me, second behind Alex Papard. So 1 on and 2 away here for Goldensoff as he steps in the box. Mark Jones sets, gets set to deliver. And that is inside, on the inside corner.
Niners were really riding on Odell, huh?
I believe that they were kicking the tires, yeah. But they weren't going to do it if it was going to be too expensive, too high of a price. So I'm curious to see what Cleveland gave up. 1-1 count now to Gannon. And that looked like it was outside, but it was able to catch the corner. So 1-2 now.
Yeah, lost out on Bryce Harper. Lost out on Odell.
And that is swung on and dribbled towards first base, but able to come up with the out to end the game here. So what a fantastic comeback from the Contra Costa Comets there in the top of the 10th to break up that tie. But a good outing by by Solano. Nate, what's your takeaway from the game here today?
Well, no, when we first started the broadcast, I repeatedly said that their pitching has been a problem this season, but really that wasn't the case today. As you know, their pitching came in, especially Eric Jones. He came in and delivered a strong performance. You know, retiring 3 straight was just really impressive, and just overall, Solano wasn't able to take advantage of their, you know, bad pitching from the Comets as it was not shown today.
Yeah, some great pitching that we saw from reliever Mark Jones with that 9-pitch, 3-strikeout inning to come in relief. So Contra Costa is going to improve to 3-14 on the year. Solano's going to drop to 6-13. And for everybody here on the broadcast for Solano College Sports Network at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium, my broadcast partner Nate McKay and myself, Stephen Babb. Until next time, we'll see you out here again in Fairfield, California, the home of your Solano Falcons.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
We're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.